Alright, using 15 cups, yeah, 15 cups of freshly pressed, or not freshly pressed, but pressed grape juice. I'm gonna use 3 packages of pectin. Got everything heated up, ready to go. And I'll be using 8 pounds of sugar, and 3 cups per pound on sugar. And I'll get started. I'm gonna put juice in there. I'll throw that away. I'll pour it off gently where that don't come in there. I'll throw that away. Heat it up. Put the 3 packets of pectin. Heat it up. Get it all stirred up. Get that to a boil. Keep it at a boil. Add my sugar. Keep that at a boil until it's a rolling boil for a minute, and or 220. It should be jelly. Alright, got my jars heated up. Whoops. One thing before you even start anything, get a paper towel with some vinegar on it. Because once it starts boiling, it goes pretty quick. Alright, I have 15 cups. Everything ready. That's what my lid's off with, or my jars. Alright, ready to start. 15 cups of juice, 15 jars, 8 cups of sugar, 3 of these pectin. Like I said, 8 cups of sugar. There's 18 cups of, 8 pounds of sugar. It's 18 cups. We're going to stir it, bring it up to heat. As soon as it gets hot, I'm gonna add 3 of these in there. I'll stir that up really good. And I'm gonna put some, couple teaspoons of butter in there. And this is the foam off my last one. Now, people don't, it's unsightly looking, whatnot, but just think about it. This is like cotton candy, right? Put sugar, spin it, heat it, turns cotton candy. Well, put 18 cups of sugar in there with grape juice, heating it up. It's boiling, creating air pockets, i.e. foam. Tastes the same. It's real airy, obviously, because it's air. And when you're digging into homemade thing, grape jelly, what's the first thing you scoop off and you open it up? You're going to scoop off the foam off the top. Eat that first. I don't know too many people throw it away. Anyway, fix that. Add 2 teaspoons of butter. It'll still foam up on you, but not as bad. The less you stir it, obviously, less air you introduce, less foam you're gonna have. This is an induction stove. You can hear the humming. Everything here is stainless steel. You hear the sucker powering up. Anyway, once everything starts boiling, you cannot stop. Do not add the sugar until after you put your pectin in. Let that come to a boil. Once it's boiling, then add your sugar. Put sugar in and everything in at the same time, it will not set. Trust me, I have like 15 jars of grape sauce, which is very good, but still, you use it for peanut butter because you're going to mix it up anyway, so it don't matter. Or on pancakes, whatever else. Waffles, crepes. Could make some pies with it too. Alright, another change of plan. Instead of splitting it up, I'm just going to put it in one pot. And I have my jars in the oven at 250 degrees. That should keep them nice and warm. So I'm going to bring this up to rapid boil. Yeah, I splattered this stuff everywhere, homie. Not too bad, but bring this up to a boil. I'm going to let it boil for about 2 minutes. And every time I do that, I'll be dropping some on the plate over here. I'll be dropping some on this plate to see if it's gelled or not. I mean, 3 boxes of pectin. I probably could have got away with 1. But I don't want to run the risk of too much, not enough. I had a bunch of jelly that did not set. So I have 15 jars of that didn't set right. Couple jars in the oven, heating up. Turn the oven off. Alright. These jars don't have to be red hot. They just have to be hot. Not too hot, you can't touch them, but they need to be hot. That way you avoid shock. Have my stove, convection stove, on 9. The second comes up to boil, I'll probably turn her down a little bit. But probably don't have to. But now I'm gonna have to move fast because there's 15 jars. By the time I get to the 10th jar, this stuff will be setting up on me rapidly. The only reason I don't like big pot because you have a lot of stuff on the bottom, which I scrape out and put in the small jar and put in the refrigerator, just like you saw I did with the foam. A lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of product. You don't want to waste any of it. Anyway, bring it to a rapid boil and stir occasionally. Let's go back and forth. I don't go in circular motion. I don't, as you heard earlier, dragging it. Don't drag it. When you drag it across the bottom, you're creating, even for a millisecond, you're creating, when that spoon scratches across the bottom of this pot, you're creating a spot, bare spot. And that gives it a chance to scorch. So if you scratch it across like that, you do little scorches. So just above it, keep it circulating, keep it moving. But I'm not going to do it the whole time. So yeah, I'll do it every now and then. All right, now it's starting to boil. Stir it ever so lightly. Less agitation, less foam on top. I'm still at 9. You'll know what a rapid boil is because a rapid boil is the point to where you think, oh my God, I need to take this off the pot because it's fixing to overflow on me. That's a rapid boil. If you think your pot's fixing to flow over on you, you've got a rapid boil on your hands. Just remember that. And of course, if you think it's going to go over and you know it's going to go over, just pull it off the heat. And do not stir it. If you try to stir it down, it's going to get worse on you. More oxygen, more space it's going to take up. So if you see her overflowing, don't go stirring it up because she will overflow on you quickly at that point because you're introducing oxygen, which takes up space. All right, she's almost to rapid boil. We turn the heat down to about 7 or 8. once she gets there. Of course, I don't have to worry about overflowing because I use my huge pot. I'll turn the fan on. No, she can't hear anything. Full wrap bowl, this should be up to about here. A full wrap bowl. It should take up that much room in the pot. I did this earlier before I even came up to wrap a bowl. You see that right there? How it won't fall back together. Leave a line through it. That's soft jelly. Set my timer for 1 minute, 2 minutes. So I put another drop over here. That's just from earlier. Drag my finger through it. Shit, that's still hot. Plus you can see on my spoon how it's starting to get gelled. And what I'm doing is I'm testing it. Had a rep bowl so far, 4 minutes. And once this gets to where I drag my finger through it and it stands up, because there's a lot of water in freshly crushed grapes. This should be good. Yep. That's a good gel. Okay, I'm gonna shut her down. We'll keep it on 4. Since there's a lot in here, I'm keeping on 4. Start grabbing my jars out of the oven. Yeah, I need something. Grab that one. Yeah, that's hot. Pour it in there. This is hot. So I had it on boil probably 5 minutes. I'd rather overdo it just a little bit than underdo it and then have it not set on. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Especially this many jars. Anyway, give me a like, please subscribe. Alright, just made some grape jelly. Grape jelly just made a few hours ago. Perfect. Alright, got my jar seat up. Whoops. One thing before you even start anything, get a paper towel with some vinegar on it. Because once it starts boiling, it goes pretty quick.